Hello, I am Swallace, and I think you guys need a nerd's advice. Okay, so I first want to say, if I make a little joke or something about, what you need help with, that's just because that's the way I would normally give advice. I mean, I would do it in a joking manner, tell a little joke, lighten the mood, and then give you your advice. Okay, let's kick this off. I got 3 for episode 1. Alright, so, I require a nerd's advice. Dear Swallace94, I need a nerd's advice. I'm not very good at socializing. Teach me, please, master. Okay, you realize that the title of the series is called A Nerd's Advice, meaning you're asking a nerd for socializing advice. Not necessarily the greatest idea, but as far as socializing goes, it does take a certain kind of character and personality to be, say just walk up to a group of people and just, talk to them necessarily. I'm not really sure, because I'm not very good at socializing either. I mean, I have my small group of friends, and, all you gotta say is, be yourself when you're hanging out with people or you're trying to hang out with people. And if they don't like you for you, then there's really no point in hanging out with them because they're not good friends. And, just try and hang around with people who, you enjoy being around and have fun being around. And, don't necessarily try to be the most popular kid in school. I mean, that's a little bit much of a, a goal. We just keep things simple and, get a good group of friends and hang out with them. I don't have much more to say about socializing. I'm sorry. It's like asking a dictionary how you can cook eggs. Like, it's just not a good idea at all. Okay, let's get into the second one. This one's actually really crazy. All right, I need a nerd's advice. Hi, Swallace. Let me just say I really like your videos and think you're awesome. Well, you're awesome too. Basically, there is this girl that I know who is my mom's friend's daughter, and we've both liked each other for quite some time now. And, well, one day she and her mom came over to our house to, have some coffee and stuff like that. And she went up to my little sister's room and watched TV. And I was in my room for a little while playing some Xbox, and it was really quiet. So I went over to check up on her. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I know where this story is going, so I know what happened next. When I opened the door, she was just there. She was wearing clothes, but she was fingering herself. Now, I get really nervous, so I close the door slowly. She says, "Stop." And I say, "What?" She says, "Come here." She doesn't come yet. To put long story short, I helped her with her job, And she went home and hasn't talked to me yet. What shall I do? Shall I talk to her about it? I don't know whether I should start a relationship or not. I also think we're a bit young to have sex. I'm 13. Alright. Bro, you are in a pickle of a jam here. Seeing you are only 13, I don't want to give you like this whole spiel as I'm being 17. Wow. Well, you shows you're a nice guy because you went over to check up on her, which, may or may not have been the wisest decision after what happened. I do find it quite interesting that she was helping herself to a little fun for one. That's a little bit interesting. I'm just assuming she's also 13, which is actually quite young. I mean, for a girl, I'm a guy. I've had a sex drive since I was in grade 4. Well, forever, pretty much. I mean, that's just the way it is as your guy. Give yourself a pat on the back for finishing her off after about 2 minutes. That's what it says here. I'm not repeating that line because it's incredibly filthy. But, she hasn't talked to you. So, obviously, maybe she's not necessarily regretting it. I mean, she asked you. It was her thing. But there's not a whole lot you can do. If you want to talk to her about it, you can do that. But it can just make this situation really awkward. Really just kind of talk to her and just... this is terrible advice, but friend zone it right now is what I do. Just hang out with her a little bit and don't bring it up. And if she brings it up, then, then you can talk about it. I honestly wouldn't recommend you talking to her about it. Maybe because if she's not talking to you about it, then there's probably a good chance that she doesn't want to talk about it. So, just go about your business. And, you definitely are way too young to have sex. Trust me. I know there's a show 16 and pregnant, but there doesn't have to be a show 13 and pregnant because that's just not a good idea. Plus, I'm not making fun of you. You're probably not big enough to fit into a condom yet. Just saying. Because if you're only 13, unless you're just like this, never. I don't know. I'm not judging. Just saying. Definitely, you should not have sex at 13. But, just kind of, if you really do like her, then it is in your best interest to talk to her. Now, you don't necessarily have to talk to her about what happened, because obviously what happened is interesting. I don't know what to say on that one. You really stumped me on this, actually. Just talk to her, and next time she comes over, don't be pushy. If she doesn't want to talk about it, leave it at that. Trust me when I say leave it at that, because you don't want to be pushy, you don't want to be pry about it. And, just go about your business and, be friends. If she brings it up, then you can talk about it. But don't bring it up. And, say you make a little joke about it, that wouldn't be too bad. If you want to talk about it, you can make a little joke like, oh, you want to have some, are you hungry? She's like, oh, yeah. You want to get some finger foods? That'll work. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Terrible advice. All right. So there's my advice for you, bro. Sorry. I need a nerd's advice. Hey, Swallace. So recently I got involved with this girl at work. We got really intimate, slept together, no sex, in brackets, and texted nonstop for like 2 weeks. Now, other than the one night we slept together, we never went past first base. Okay. Looks like the 13-year-old got more action than you. Let me see. Where is it? She says she likes me, but doesn't really want a relationship right now. And I kind of got really mad at her and told her off. I still have feelings for her, and I still work with her. Is there anything I can do to help my situation? You're screwed. I'm just kidding. Well, if you still have feelings for her and she doesn't want a relationship, that's something you're going to have to deal with. Honestly, I hate the friend zone. The friend zone is the worst possible place you can ever be. It's the worst. It's like, oh. It's like Black Ops. It's just the worst thing in the world. I'm just kidding on that. But with regards to your whole situation, obviously it sucks, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be awkward at work. I mean, it's hard not to be awkward, especially when you got really intimate with that person, and also said you told her stuff. And it's difficult to back away from that because obviously I just started this series, so this probably just happened for you. And, it does suck. I mean, obviously, you're probably feeling a little bit heartbroken and obviously a little bit sad. But if she's not, now, it makes a difference if she's not ready for a relationship or she just doesn't want one. If she's not ready for a relationship, be friends with her, still hang out with her, still text her a little bit. Don't overdo it, and just be a nice guy and be yourself around her. I mean, if she liked you once and she still likes you for being who you are, then why would you change anything? So, continue. I like saying this. Continue going on your way about things. Going about your way on things, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's the way I look at things in life. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And really, there's not much you can do. I mean, obviously, like I said, be friends, stuff like that. But if she's not ready for a relationship, she's not ready. So the best thing you can do is just give her space, and still try and be friends with her. And eventually, if she is really into you, like you said she was, then you'll have a relationship eventually. But if not, then you know what? It probably wasn't worth it in the first place. Well, that concludes the first 3 stories for A Nerd's Advice Episode 1. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you're interested in submitting your own, if you need some advice, go ahead and PM me. I require or I need a nerd's advice, and I'll be sure to have that up. Episode 2 will be coming shortly after this. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are having a good day, as am I after hearing some of these stories. I know I've got a couple stories already, and all of them have to do with girl troubles, which I just find pretty funny because that's where the series, one of the ideas came was you can talk about girl troubles and everything that's completely anonymous, which is just great. And, I think every story I've gotten so far is about girls, which is, typical. I mean, I don't know necessarily how old all of you are. I know one was, 13, and that's really young. Another one was 16, and so forth. I don't know how young you guys are in these, so I don't want to necessarily be like, yeah, just get it done. Anyway, guys, wrapping up this video. Like I said, PM me. I need a nerd's advice, and, you could see yourself in the next episode. I'll message you if you are. Anyway, if you could like, favorite, subscribe, anything like that would be really greatly appreciated because I love seeing that stuff. Guys, thanks for watching.